The Alfred P. Murrah building in downtown Oklahoma City ripped apart by a single explosion.
It's total chaos. Cars are on fire, people are injured and hurt.
The basic tenets of hatred for the government are alive and well.
He was trying to start a war against the United States.
COVID making a comeback. Tonight, which other respiratory illnesses are on the rise and why health officials are keeping a close eye on hospitals after the holidays at 11. Good evening, everyone. I'm Sarah Blakely. Tonight on your WZMQ 19 News, COVID is making a comeback after holiday gatherings. The data from the CDC and what other viruses are spreading right now, too. Plus, an appeal for flood assistance in the UP is once again denied. Why FEMA said no to more help for damage done last spring and the next steps state representatives are taking. And the changes parents and students will find as they prepare to fill out their FAFSA forms this year. Your 19 News starts now.
Live from the UP, this is WZMQ 19 News at 11.
Tonight's forecast featuring mostly cloudy skies, a few leftover flurries, especially earlier on. That wind north about 10-20 miles per hour. Not expecting a whole lot of wind as we continue into tomorrow morning, but take a look at the temperatures. We're down to the teens to start off the day with even that wind around 8 miles per hour. Could be talking about some 10s and single-digit wind chills out there. So bundle up, bus stop, things like that. You got that morning walk of the doggo. Want to make sure we are staying warm. Up towards 26 through the afternoon. Warmer temperatures in that 7-day. Full forecast coming up shortly.
Thanks, AJ. Health officials are issuing a warning about how a rise in respiratory viruses could soon impact hospitals nationwide. According to the CDC, more than half of the country is seeing a spike in COVID, flu, and RSV. Jared Hill has the latest.
New year, same worries as COVID hospitalizations nationwide are at the highest level since last February.
It's concerning in the sense that the volume of patients is higher.
COVID hospitalizations at St. Joseph's Medical Center in Paterson, New Jersey, more than triple compared to a month ago. Across the country in Los Angeles, cases up by 25%. Nationwide, emergency room visits and deaths also on the rise from last week alone.
They are sicker, especially patients that are the most vulnerable, that have comorbid disease, things like cancer or respiratory disease.
And it's not just COVID. Doctors are also seeing more cases of the flu and RSV. 31 states are reporting high or very high levels of various respiratory illnesses. The uptick leading hospitals in several states and Washington, D.C. to bring back masking requirements.
It really helps to protect the vulnerable people that are sitting out there in the waiting room right now.
The CDC says one contributing factor to the rise in illnesses is people haven't been keeping up with vaccinations. Fewer than 50% of adults are vaccinated for the flu, even fewer for COVID. With cases of all three likely to have spread as people got together over the holidays, health officials say pay attention to symptoms like coughing, fever, or fatigue.
If you are getting sick, one of the best things you can do from there, in addition to taking care of yourself, is limit how many other people you expose.
In other words, stay home if you can.
According to CDC data, 6 flu-related pediatric deaths happened in the last week of 2023. We've learned new details today about a house explosion in Lower Michigan over the weekend. Michigan Tech University confirms a student was one of 4 people killed. The Dean of Students confirms 22-year-old Kenny Bragg died in the explosion on December 30th in Whitmore Lake. Kenny's parents, both Michigan Tech graduates, and one of his siblings were also killed. 2 others survived, including one of Kenny's brothers. According to local media, police say no foul play was suspected in the incident. A vigil is planned for Monday, January 10th at 7 p.m. at the Husky statue on Michigan Tech's campus. A GoFundMe page has been set up by a family member for the surviving child, Stephen. You can find that on our website, WZMQ19.com. A federal agency has denied an appeal for assistance to help repair flooding damages in the UP last spring. In September, FEMA initially denied an application for assistance with flood damages that total over $10 million. Last week, FEMA reaffirmed that decision following an appeal filed by the Michigan State Police in October. FEMA says the impact does not surpass the capabilities of the state and local governments. UP State Representatives Greg Markinen and Jen Hill say it's disappointing the assistance was denied again. They worry about the damages worsening as winter weather picks up.
Our road commissions in the Western UP do, a phenomenal job, but they can't do repairs with no funding. We're very concerned. You're going to have a meeting on Monday and see what direction we can go in.
The concern is that we aren't really addressing the extreme weather events that we're now seeing in our current FEMA process. And this extreme weather, unfortunately, is going to happen more often. We need to figure out a better way to do this.
The representatives say they're already meeting with emergency management teams and county road commissions to determine alternative options. The Delta County Board is moving forward with an investigation into administrative issues at the airport despite some commissioners' concerns. The board voted to have its hired attorney investigate the Delta County Airport's ongoing administrative crisis centered around FAA compliance and potentially missing documents. One commissioner says with the new airport administrator actively working with the FAA to solve compliance issues, an investigation is, quote, a waste of money. But Commissioner Robert Peterson, who made the motion to investigate, believes it's a necessary precaution.
If it comes up, I will get blasted for spending money. If we don't investigate it, and something happens at that airport, gets shut down, gets fined, then I'm going to get blasted. I would rather get blasted for spending a little money to make sure that everything is correct out there than have that airport shut down or fined.
The commission chair said despite the progress made so far, the airport is not out of the woods yet. The Dickinson Conservation District is making plans to implement some state recycling laws. A bill package currently in the legislature proposes changes to Michigan's solid waste law. The Dickinson Conservation District is looking to bring curbside recycling to Iron Mountain and Norway with additional drop-off sites throughout the rest of the county. The district is also looking into a county-wide plan that would qualify the county for state grants to help fund recycling infrastructure.
2028. We are supposed to have a curbside recycling program in place, and by 2032, we're supposed to have a drop-off system in place. But to apply for those grants, we will need to have a fully funded and approved recycling plan already in order.
The grant funding would be through the Michigan Department of Environment, Great Lakes and Energy. Students and parents will be navigating a new FAFSA form and website this year after the Education Department rolled out the updated application at the start of the new year. That launch has caused some confusion and frustration, affecting both students and universities. Ann Luria talked to experts about what you need to know before you file.
A new and improved form for FAFSA after years of what some called a grueling process to apply. The goal to make things simpler and easier. But for returning students logging on to a now brand new website or even for first-time applicants, it's been anything but.
Certainly frustration of the wait times, of wondering what is happening and why.
Students could begin filling out the form in limited windows in what the Education Department described as a soft launch. That limited availability a concern for Mary Nucciaroni, the Director of Financial Aid for the University of Notre Dame. She says students depend on FAFSA results when making a commitment to an institution, and the delay in the ability to complete the FAFSA, then delays in the schools receiving information, will impact the timing of financial offers.
We've adjusted our deadlines, and we're not going to penalize a family for being later. They cannot control this situation.
The National Association of Student Financial Aid Admissions Office says over the last day or so, the Department of Education has expanded the number of hours the application is available, saying once the kinks are worked out, the changes should benefit the application speed, including replacing many of the income questions with consent from the Department of Education to pull those answers from IRS records.
And then that way, the applicant doesn't have to manually respond. It will just automatically be populated into their FAFSA form for them.
Until then, Neutroni recommends not even trying the FAFSA until mid-January.
Let there be the instability and wait for the Department of Education to keep testing the system and have volumes that it can handle. And I trust that it will get better every day.
Your first morning weather forecast is coming up after this break. Plus, some trees are up for sale in Dickinson County. We'll tell you why and how you can get one, or maybe even two. And making moves to be more sustainable. The upcoming presentation in Houghton that aims to preserve the lands we call home. We're back in 2 minutes.
19 News is brought to you by Kirkish Furniture.
Shop our huge selection of Amish-crafted dining room sets at Kirkish Furniture in Houghton. Browse our large in-stock collection and customize with a special order. With 1-year no-interest financing available, plus free delivery. Shop Kirkish Furniture today.
John's Auto is quickly becoming everybody's favorite place to get their car fixed. John's Auto is quickly becoming everybody's favorite place to fix their car. Was that right? For a better service experience, come to John's Auto Market. Why do I keep forgetting that word? Experience. Okay, go. 3, 2. For a better service experience, come to John's Auto Market.
And don't forget, we're our...
When finances and plans for retirement come together, it's a beautiful sight. Join our experts in shaping your tomorrow today.
A world at your fingertips gives you the advantage. Scan this right now. Weather, local news, community events, amazing video. It's cool. It's all yours. It's free. And it's on demand. Do it. Download the app from 19 News. Now you know.
Home for CBS is WZMQ 19.
Now, WZMQ 19 News First Warning Weather with Ariane Stasic.
Taking a look at our temperature outlook as we head for our Thursday morning. We're starting off in the teens and some 20s out there. As we head through the afternoon, not a whole lot of relief here. Temperatures just sitting well below freezing here for the most part. As we head through the overnight Friday, a little bit better here. And by Friday afternoon, I do think we escape back above freezing here for parts of the region. So a little bit of some thawing out, but for the most part, just seeing more of that winter grip. And as we head for Saturday morning into Saturday afternoon, we'll be talking about some active weather here. As we continue over these next few hours, still seeing a few lingering snow flurries, especially further eastward. That'll scoots on out here for our midday of Thursday. And then as we head for Friday, starting off the day with some sunshine, but in come the clouds, especially north as we head for our Friday afternoon. Sault Ste. Marie getting into some snow showers, as well as Marquette for those Friday night activities. As we head for Saturday, too, another little storm system from the west pushes into the region, overspreading us with some moderate to light snow. That does look to work out by Saturday, but even some back around snow, not out or back door snow kind of working on in here for our Sunday time frame. So as we do say bye to that storm system, we greet another one, not for Monday, but likely for Tuesday. We'll be seeing something develop to our south. Really too far out to kind of nail down the exact track of this storm system, but it does look like it has the potential to bring some widespread snowfall, especially further eastward. Sault Ste. Marie, Mackinac City, look at our Wednesday morning. We're talking about some snowfall there. Marquette even getting into it, but really going to depend on how far north and how far west the storm gets, and that'll dictate our snowfall potential here across the UP. Wind outlook as we continue into our Thursday morning. More of a northerly wind keeping our temperatures cool, but high pressure develops down to our south Thursday. That switches our wind back to the south, welcoming in a little bit more warmth, especially for our Friday time frame. We get above freezing for once. And then as we head for our Friday afternoon, those winds calm on down. a little more variable as we head into the weekend, of course, ahead of that potential for some snow. High temperatures tomorrow, well below freezing, 27 Marquette, 25 Newberry. Most cloud cover further eastward, Sault Ste. Marie, even holding on to some flurries there. Iron Mountain 28, Ironwood 23, Houghton up towards 27 degrees, so relatively uniform temperatures all within a few degrees of each other. Our 7-day forecast featuring some of that warmth, or I would say warmer, as we head for our Saturday, but it does come with the snow shower chances these next 2 days. Looking at the best chance for sunshine as well as some colder temperatures, some nice snowmaking there at the ski hill, 17, 19 degrees for those overnight lows, 32 as we head into Sunday. Monday, Tuesday, 31, 33 degrees. So temperatures hanging right near that freezing mark, and yes, more potential for some snow flakes Tuesday into Wednesday as well as for this weekend. So get the snow brushes ready. Might see more significant snow heading for the middle of next week. Stay tuned. We'll have more on your forecast coming up over these next few days.
We are certainly hoping for more snow. Thank you very much, AJ. The unseasonably warm temperatures mean a late start to the season for many outdoor enthusiasts, especially skiers. The Gladstone Ski Hill had to postpone its opening for the season due to lack of snowfall. Check that out. A now resolved mechanical failure also delayed the production of artificial snow. The Parks and Recreation Department will be making snow over the next few weeks with the hopes that temperatures will be low enough for it to stick around.
Really, we need to be in those mid-20s to really make some good snow with our guns. It's a lot of hard work, and to get going this late in the year is kind of disappointing. I mean, we've already put a great deal of time into getting the snow that you see in the back here, you know, and to lose most of that already is it's hard.
The Gladstone Ski Hill is projected to open on January 26th, and skiers can get the latest updates on the hill on the city's website or Facebook page. The Dickinson County Conservation District's annual spring tree sale is now live. This year's sale highlights new options for property owners tailored to the county's current climate. The district chose the new varieties with the help of forestry and soil experts aiming for long-term sustainability. There are 2 new crab apple shrub varieties for wild game cover, and the Eastern Cottonwood is a new large tree option to provide for a better local bird ecology.
Actually is an extremely important host for the Eastern Tiger Swallowtail butterfly. So to all our butterfly appreciators out there, that could be a tree to consider. It's predicted to do well in the climate that we anticipate coming to Dickinson County.
The district is taking orders now through April 5th. We'll have the details on our website, WZMQ19.com. The Keweenaw is talking about sustainability. This Friday is the second part of Visit Keweenaw's Sustainable Tourism Series. It will be at the Rosé Center on Michigan Tech's campus in Houghton and feature Mary Jennings, the Rosé Center director, who will be talking about sustainable practices in Michigan's performing arts. Travel Marquette or Visit Keweenaw says this series is about keeping the UP a great destination for years to come.
Head of the tourism, right? And just taking advantage of that. It's there, it's happening. So how can we keep that being sustainable? How can we sustain ourselves as a destination? How can we preserve what we have as the Upper Peninsula as a greater whole to keep people coming here and make that a good thing?
Visit Keweenaw plans to continue its sustainable tourism series in another couple of months with talks about sustainable lodging. Running a business can be a difficult feat all on its own, especially when you assume all responsibility just after graduating high school. 19-year-old Dylan Larson is the new owner and head chef at Rare Earth Goods Cafe, a popular Ishpeming hangout. As a lifelong learner of the food arts, Dylan has always combined his love for the culinary with the community he serves. He's been in the kitchen since he could walk, and with years as a part-time employee at the cafe, he says he's already used to running the kitchen.
When I come in, we prep up the sausage and bacon. We prep up all the food, early hours. It's a lot of fun. During the summer, it gets really packed in here, full houses sometimes. During the winter, it does slow down, so I try to push the catering service a little bit more.
Rare Earth Goods Cafe is open 7 days a week from 8:30 to 3 p.m. Here's a new approach to nailing those New Year's resolutions. Just hit the books. Amazon Books editorial director Sarah Gelman and her team put together a list of books to help with productivity, healthy eating, even housekeeping. Feel Good Productivity emphasizes doing more of what you love and less of what stresses you out. And if you're looking to make a big change, The Life Brief could help you unlock the life you want.
She identifies what she calls the big four. So relationships, work, community, and self. And there are things that you can do in this book, everything from writing your own eulogy, which she says will help you identify what matters to you. And it's usually not what's on your resume right now.
A dirty guide to a clean home will teach you how to fold that dreaded fitted sheet. And Skinny Taste has your meals in 7 ingredients or less. We're learning more about how drones are changing policing. While it's estimated hundreds of agencies already use the technology, a small but growing number are also using them to answer emergency calls. Mark Strassman visited one community near Atlanta to see them at work and learn how police are responding to privacy concerns.
This is 911. What's the address?
On the edge of Atlanta, a 911 call. Check on a suspicious person.
All right, launch it.
In Brookhaven, Georgia, the police first responder, a drone, racing by air to answer the call along with patrol officers in cruisers.
It allows us to either escalate a police response or de-escalate it based on the things that we're seeing here in the camera view.
Lieutenant Abram Ayana led the launch of the department's DFR program 2 years ago. DFR for Drone First Responder. The drones don't patrol, they respond. It's aerial intelligence relaying visuals about fast-changing circumstances on the ground.
Murray, stop right there.
To officers flying the drones and communicating with patrol units.
Do me a favor, just put both your hands on the steering wheel.
Even on a routine traffic stop, the drone becomes their backup.
It's a relief that I know someone else is still looking after me. I don't actually have a physical backup.
A big advantage, response time. On the ground, Brookhaven police typically need 4.5 minutes to respond to an emergency call. But by drone, without having to mess with traffic, in the vast majority of cases, that response time drops to 90 seconds.
The drone's there.
Ayana showed us how that quick response has paid off.
Get on the ground.
As this officer arrested an armed robbery suspect, a second suspect inside the store panicked.
They'll run out the back of the CVS, has no idea that there's a drone above him. He jumps another fence, he runs, jumps several more fences.
The drone led officers right to him.
And there he is appearing now. And he was captured without incident, with a fraction of the time and a fraction of the resources that otherwise would have been expended.
Brookhaven's police department is young, only a decade old. This drone program might not fly in much of America.
A lot of police agencies have a tougher time because they have to deal with issues around privacy and transparency.
Trust.
Trust is a big thing. Trust is a big thing. We don't use drones in Brookhaven as a crime control tactic. And that removes any concern for profiling or any of those concerns about policing certain areas and certain demographics differently.
With a bird's eye view, suspects still can run, but they can't hide.
Still ahead tonight, the increase in border crossings at the southern border. We're back after this.
Interest rates and inflation are out of control. Is your credit card debt also out of control? It's time to resolve your debt and take back control for a lot less than what you owe. If you have $10,000 or more in credit card debt, then you need to call us right now. Debt Fix Pros can significantly reduce the amount you owe, and you could be debt-free faster than you think.
I knew we had to do something. Our debt was growing.
It was getting out of control, and we just didn't know what to do.
We saw an ad for Debt Fix Pros. We called, and they showed us how fast they could get us out of debt.
It really was amazing, and now we're back in control.
Call now, and we'll show you how easy it is to fix your debt. The call and consultation are free. Call Debt Fix Pros right now.
Call 1-800-308-1656. That's 1-800-308-1656. 1-800-308-1656.
What do you do when your tire goes flat and there's no air anywhere? You reach for Bullseye Pro, the smarter, faster, hands-free way to fill it up with air. Bullseye Pro is equipped with a rechargeable power plant, smart pressure sensor, and custom nozzles. It's like the power of an air compressor in the palm of your hand. Get your complete Bullseye Pro inflation system for just $79.99 and get free shipping. Plus, we'll give you a 50% discount on a second one. Order now.
Kiss the cold weather goodbye and embrace the warmth and fun of the Caribbean without leaving your couch. One Caribbean Television is your Caribbean connection, whether you visit the Caribbean for fun or to renew family ties. One Caribbean Television keeps you informed 24/7. Get the latest news, weather forecasts, Caribbean entertainment, and carnival action. If you long for the fun and sun of the Caribbean, download our app now to watch One Caribbean Television on the go, live or on demand.
As the political battle over the border crisis heats up, House Speaker Mike Johnson and a group of Republican lawmakers visited Eagle Pass, Texas, one of the many border cities feeling the impact of the record surge of migrants. Natalie Brand reports from Washington.
House Speaker Mike Johnson led dozens of fellow Republicans to the Texas border with Mexico, visiting one of the busiest entry points in the country, Eagle Pass.
Today, we got a firsthand look at the damage and the chaos the border catastrophe is causing in all of our communities.
In December, the number of illegal crossings into the United States hit an all-time high of more than 300,000.
Under President Biden, America has laid out a welcome mat to illegal immigrants, smugglers, and cartels.
Congressional Republicans are demanding the Biden administration implement tougher immigration policies. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer says his members are the ones at the table.
It's very nice that they have a trip to the border, but the only way to solve this is here, working in a bipartisan way.
A bipartisan group of Senate negotiators worked through the holiday recess. The White House says it's open to significant changes to asylum and border security laws in exchange for funding for military aid for Ukraine and Israel.
We still have to be able to secure the border. I mean, we still have to be able to do something. We can't just do nothing.
The president has blamed House Republicans for obstructing work on border security. While talks continue in Washington, the Justice Department sued Texas over the state's new law that would let police arrest migrants who enter the U.S. illegally.
Meanwhile, tensions are rising in the Middle East following a pair of deadly attacks over the past 2 days. One happened in Iran, the other in Lebanon. Ian Lee has the latest from Tel Aviv.
The death toll in Iran is rising after 2 explosions rang out during a ceremony marking the 4th anniversary of a key general's assassination by the U.S. Satellite images show thousands had gathered to remember Qasem Soleimani when the attack happened. Iranian state television says more than 100 people were killed and over 200 injured. So far, no one has claimed responsibility, and there's no indication of any involvement of a foreign state, including Israel. The U.S. is condemning the attack.
The United States was not involved in any way, and any suggestion to the contrary is ridiculous. We have no reason to believe that Israel was involved in this explosion.
On Tuesday, a drone strike in Beirut killed Hamas senior leader Saleh al-Aruri and 5 others. Israel isn't commenting on the attack. El-Aruri is the first senior Hamas political leader to be killed since the war between Hamas and Israel started in October. This son of one of the Israeli hostages being held by Hamas since October 7th says he's concerned El-Aruri's killing will increase the danger of those being held captive.
His killing is definitely not helping, because the first thing that happened after his killing is Hamas said we're stopping all negotiation. All of the signs are showing Israel is not for hostage negotiation.
The assassination in Lebanon is sparking new concerns that the conflict between Israel and Hamas may be expanding, and many fear it could engulf the Middle East.
We still have some more snow chances in the next few days, but we'll see sunshine first. AJ has the outlook on the way next.
The wait is over. England Furniture's quick shipping is back at Kirkish Furniture. Choose your style and fabric and receive your furniture in as little as 30 days. Browse our in-stock selection or let our staff help you customize the perfect sofa or chair. Plus, 1 year free financing and free delivery.
This is home. It's where we get along. This is home. And together we're strong. Whoa, this is home.
Hello to you, I'm Gail King.
I'm Tony DeCopel.
And I'm Nate Burleson.
This is us. We're all here to wake up your mornings to help make sense of the latest overnight developments.
What you can expect from your day before you head out the door. You'll also hear directly from the biggest newsmakers in America.
And you'll see the best group of journalists in the business with exclusive reporting and breaking overnight news.
That's a lot. Watch CBS Mornings right here on your new CBS affiliate in the Upper Peninsula. That's WZMQ 19.
He's the sheriff known by one name.
Oh, howdy, Andy. Hi, Andy. Hey, Andy. Hi, Andy. 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 Andy.
On The Andy Griffith Show.
Weeknights at 8 on MeTV 19.1.
Heading into our Thursday, we're expecting some colder temperatures in the teens combined with a little bit of wind out there, feeling like the 10s and even some single digits. Heading for the afternoon, a few more clouds, but I do think temperatures will stay below that freezing mark. High temperature 27 into Marquette, 27 Eagle Harbor, Iron Mountain 28, Menominee 29 down there. Further eastward, Sault Ste. Marie, you can see a couple of snow showers as we start off our day. Final check of our 7-day forecast featuring rising temperatures, 27, 32 up to 35 heading into the weekend. Best chance of sunshine these next 2 days, and the snow shower chances increase throughout the day. Saturday could see some light to moderate snowfall across the region, and that does actually spawn into our Sunday too, where we could see a couple more of those snow showers developing there. Peaks of sunshine Monday, but Tuesday, Wednesday, yeah, right back to winter once more. Temperatures hanging near freezing, and it does look like more flakes are expected as we head for the middle of next week.
Finally tonight, this weekend, outdoor enthusiasts will have a chance to take a guided tour of a popular Copper Country waterfall. The Q&L Land Trust will be leading a hike to Hungarian Falls near Hubble from 2 to 4 p.m. this Saturday. Hikers will hear from experts about winter forest ecology, geology, and some local history. With the recent snowfall up there, the Land Trust says it might be a good idea to pack a pair of snowshoes.
Really fortunate. We're going to have Rachel Tarpey, who's a forester now with the Forest Service. She will join us, and with her young kids, I hope, and she'll teach us about the winter forest and what little animals we can expect to see.
Some snowshoes, or at least some yak tracks, right? Information on how to pre-register for the hike can be found at our website, WZMQ19.com. What a great idea. No matter how many times I've been there with someone, if someone asked me how to get there, I could not tell them. I always forget which road to turn out. That's all the time we have for now. We'll see you back here tomorrow.
Peter! Actor!
Actor is correct. Pictionary.
Let me tell you, that was pretty dramatic.
Every weekday. Weekdays at 9 on WZMQ CBS.
Stuck with engine troubles? Norway Auto Sales and Service is here to rescue you. From pesky engine glitches to routine maintenance like oil changes and meticulous detailing, our specialists have the solution for your vehicle. You can also count on us for affordable 24